prayers. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today we will continue our meditation on stanza 4 of the Damodara Ashtaka. Today's theme is Just You, O Gopala. So let us first hear the prayer, the audio of the 4th stanza. Okay. So the 4th stanza of Damodara Ashtaka is Varam Deva Moksham Na Moksha Vadhimva Na Chanyam Praneham Vareshad Apiha Idam Te Vapurnatha Gopala Balam Sadame Manasya Virastam Kimanyai. So here, today we are discussing the 3rd line. Idam te vapurnatha Gopala balam. Let us see the translation of this entire stanza once. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by the execution of the 9 processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Bala Gopala in Vrindavan may ever be manifest in my heart. For what is the use to me of any other boon besides this? That is the meaning of this prayer, where the devotee Satyavrata Muni is asking, I don't want any benediction. I don't want even the benediction of attaining liberation or entering the Vaikuntha planets, but I always want to remember, meditate upon your beautiful form as Bala Gopala. This is what I want. So now let us see the 3rd line of the stanza, which we are going to discuss today. I request everyone to please mute yourself. Yes, thank you. Idam te vapurnatha Gopala balam. Idam means this, te means your, vapuhu means divine bodily form. Natha means O Lord, Gopala balam, a young cowherd boy. So Lord Krishna appeared in Vrindavan as a beautiful young cowherd boy. That is his personality. Now, the acharyas have studied the scriptures and they have realized that that is the original form of God. The original form of God is he is having 2 hands and he is a cowherd boy and he is playing on his flute and his body is bluish black in complexion. That is his original form. So here, idam te vapuhu natha, natha, O Lord, Gopala balam. This form of yours, which is so captivating, which is so beautiful, which is so pleasing to the ears and to the mind, I want to meditate upon this form always. I don't want any other benediction. I don't want any other Varadana. I just want to always see this form of yours as Gopala Bala, as the cowherd boy. Now there are some important words in this line. Let us meditate upon them. First word is vapuhu. Now vapu means form. Many people think that God has no form. God is formless. Many people think God is some light. He has no form, like that. But if you study the scriptures and also understand the commentaries given by the great acharyas who are pure devotees of the Lord, we understand that God is not formless, he has a form. In fact, the very first line of Damodara Ashtaka, which we discussed on the first day of Kartik month, says, Namam Ishwaram Satchidananda Rupam. O Lord, you are the supreme controller, you are the supreme master, and you have a Satchidananda form. That means you have an eternal form which is full of knowledge and which is blissful. Rupa means form. So God is not formless. God has a form. If all of us can have a form, why can't God have a form? God also has a form, but our forms are all limited forms. We have so many limitations, restrictions for our current material forms. But Krishna's form is completely spiritual. It is completely free from all restrictions and limitations. This is the personality of Krishna. Krishna displayed this when he appeared 5,000 years ago and appeared and performed so many leelas on this earth. Krishna continuously demonstrated how his form has no material limitations. For example, when he was just a few months old, a few days old baby, in fact, he killed the great demon Putana. When he was a few months old, he killed many other demons like Aghasura, Trunavarta. Before that, Trunavarta he killed. And Aghasura, Bakasura, like this, so many demons he killed. So he showed that his form is completely free from the limitations of material laws. Another example is 2 days from now, on Wednesday, we are going to celebrate something called Govardhan Puja. That was the day when Lord Krishna lifted up the Govardhana hill in order to give protection to all the residents of Vrindavan from the wrath of King Indra. And when Krishna lifted the Govardhan hill, he was only 7 years old. He was 7 years old. On the little finger of his left hand, he lifted up the Govardhan hill and held it there for 7 days and nights continuously. Can you imagine a small boy, 7-year-old boy? He is lifting a big hill which is so heavy, and he is effortlessly lifting it and he's keeping it on his left hand for 7 days and nights. So in one hand he is holding in one finger, on the other hand he is playing his flute in his right hand. So he's doing it effortlessly. Through this Govardhan Leela, Krishna is demonstrating that his form has no material limitations. Krishna is above the law of gravity. Now, you cannot hold a big object like that, heavy object for such a long time. It's not possible. But Krishna did it because Krishna's vapuhu, Krishna's form is not material. It is spiritual. That is why we worship the form of Krishna, because Krishna's form is not material, it is spiritual. Now, somebody may say, when I go to the temple, I don't see the spiritual form of God. I only see a material form, either which is made out of stone or wood or metal. So, how can I say we are worshipping the spiritual form of God? Now, for this, the acharyas explain, the scriptures explain that currently in our material situation, right now, we are materially limited. Our eyes can only perceive material objects. Our eyes can only see material objects. We cannot see spiritual form of God. If he comes in front of us in his original spirit, Sachidananda Rupa, our eyes will fail to recognize because we don't have the qualifications right now. So Krishna is so merciful. He says, I will come in a form which you can see. Currently, you can only see material forms, right? You can only see stone, wood, or some painting. That is what you can see. I will agree to come in that form. If you worship this form of mine, it is as good as worshipping the Sachidananda Rupa of the Lord. So this is Krishna's mercy upon us. Otherwise, how will we actually comprehend the spiritual form of God? It's not possible. So mercifully he comes. Srila Prabhupada gives an example for this. We all know, of course, nowadays people may not be using it much like before. We all know post boxes are there everywhere. You know, we write letter and put the address on the top. And when you go and drop that letter on the post, inside the post box, in some days, the letter will reach the destination address, isn't it? So the post box is painted red and black. So if you just drop a letter in that box, the letter will reach the destination. How is this possible? Because this post box is authorized by the government. Behind each authorized post box, an entire postal department is working. Every day at a particular time, the postman comes, takes away all the letters from this box, and segregates it based on the pin code and area, the region, and through a network of post offices all over the country, the letter will reach its destination. Correct? So that means it's not an ordinary box. It is authorized. It is authorized by God. I mean, by the Department of Post and Telegraph, isn't it? In the same way, suppose somebody says, what I will do, I will also make one post box, paint it red and black, and keep it next to my house, and I'll start dropping letters into that box. What will happen? Will those boxes reach the desired destination? No. Why? Because it is not authorized. Even though it may look like the other post box, which is authorized by the government, but it is not authorized. So your letters will remain there only. So what I'm trying to say is the form of God, which is worshipped in the temple based on the scriptural rules and regulations, is as good as God himself. You cannot imagine your own form of God and think, whatever form I imagine, let me worship. No, that is not authorized. The scriptures tell us a particular method how to invoke the Lord's presence in the Vigraha, in the form of the Lord. And when those procedures are followed, and when a pure devotee Acharya calls the Lord to come and reside in that Vigraha is no more an ordinary stone or a metal or wood. It is actually as good as Krishna. So Krishna's mercy it is. He is making himself available to all of us through this Archa Vigraha. So, the form of the Lord which is worshipped in the temple by the devotees, we should not consider it to be an ordinary material form. It is actually same as the spiritual form of the Lord. This is very, very important for us to understand. There is one nice story connected with this. Today, since we are going to talk about Gopala, I'm going to talk about one story. It's called Sakshi Gopal. Sakshi means witness. So there was in a village, in a place called Vidyanagar in South India, there used to be two Brahmanas, one younger one and the other one older one. Both of them, the older one was a rich man, he belonged to a rich family, while the younger one was actually a poor man from the same village. One day, both of them went to Vrindavan Yatra. From that village, many other people also had gone, and these two people, they were knowing each other well. The old man, even though he was rich, he was very humble, he was polite, and the young man also was very humble. Both were devotees of Krishna, and the young man, throughout the yatra, throughout the travel, he assisted the old man, helped him, took care of all his requirements, served him very nicely. So the trip, the yatra went on. They visited various places in Vrindavan, and in Vrindavan, the old man became so impressed with the seva rendered by the young man. So he said, "My dear boy, even my own son does not serve me like you. I'm so happy with your service. So I am promising something to you." What is that? "I want to give my daughter in marriage to you. This is my promise. And I promise you in front of this deity, this Vigraha in this temple, in front of Gopala." So they were actually in the temple called Gopala temple in Vrindavan, one of the temples in Vrindavan. And there in front of that temple, in front of God, in front of the deity, we call it as deity in English. Vigraha means deity. In front of the Gopala deity, the old man gave a promise to the young man saying that my daughter will marry you. This is my promise. The young man was actually not interested. He said, "How is it possible? I am a poor man and your daughter belongs to a rich family. I don't think it will be acceptable. I don't think it is right. But you have promised in front of God, in front of Krishna. So I'm very hesitant. Why did you make such a promise in front of Krishna?" Like this, the young man was, very hesitant. But the old man reassured, "Don't worry. I will make sure that my daughter will be given in marriage to you." So after that, they visited many other places and they came back to their houses. They came back to Vidyanagar. Okay. Many days passed by. The old man in his house, he proposed this relationship, proposed that idea of giving their daughter in marriage to the young man in their house. So as soon as the old man proposed this idea, his wife and his grown-up son, they all opposed him, saying that, "You see, this is not correct. Look at his status and look at our status. It is not a proper match at all. Why did you make such a promise?" But the old man said, "No, I have promised in front of the Lord, so I have to keep up my promise." But then, since the wife and his son pressurized him, he said, "No, you're not going to give our daughter to this poor man. When he comes, in case he comes asking, you tell that I don't know you. You just deny that you don't know him." This is what the people told him. But within his heart, he was feeling so bad. I gave promise in front of the Lord. How can I go back on the words? So after a few days, because the old man did not come and talk anything about marriage, the young man became a little desperate. He became desperate not because he was eager to have that girl as his wife, but he was becoming desperate because this is a promise made in front of the Lord, and one should keep up his promise. So therefore, the young man himself came to the house of the old man. And because of the family pressure, the old man denied. He said, "I don't know who you are." Then the young man said, "How can you say like this, sir? You promised. We both went to Vrindavan in front of Gopalji. You have promised me. So the old man's son told, oh, you say that Gopala is the witness of your talks? Okay, you go and bring that Gopala from Vrindavan. Let him come here and give witness. Then we will think of giving our girl in marriage to you. Like this, he challenged. Actually, that old man's son was thinking that it is not possible for deity to come and give witness. He was an atheist. He was not believing in God and all that. Therefore, he said very confidently, he said, you go and bring Gopal from Vrindavan, let him give witness, then I will accept what you're saying is true. Now, this young man, he was feeling so bad because he was a nice devotee. He had faith that the deity of the Lord is not different from the Lord. So he at once went to Vrindavan, went to Gopala temple, and he bowed down in front of Gopala. He said, my dear Lord, see the promise that was given to me in front of you, they are not believing it. And they are asking you to come as a witness. My dear Lord, can you please come with me as a witness, as a sakshi? He was very desperately asking the Lord. And the Lord started speaking from within the deity. See, if one is having faith, if one has that pure devotion, even the deity can speak to the devotee. So the deity started speaking, Gopala started speaking. Oh, young man, have you ever heard that any deity walks like this from the temple, goes to another place and bears witness? What are you speaking? Gopala said. And the young man said, oh, Gopala, have you ever heard any deity speaking like this? If a deity can speak, deity can walk also and come and bear witness. What is impossible for you, my dear Lord? In this way, he counter-argued with the Lord. And the Lord was impressed with his conviction, with his faith. And he said, all right, I will come. I will come to your place to bear witness. You keep going in the front and I will come behind you. I'll keep walking. You will know from the sound of my ankle bells that I am following you. Don't turn back and see. If you turn back and see, I will not move from that place. In this way, Gopala told this young boy, young Brahmana, and they started walking towards from Vrindavan to South India. They started walking. Okay. And the young man every time was hearing, oh, the ankle bell sound is coming. That means Gopala is walking behind me. And he started walking. Now, once he came to the boundary of his town, Vidyanagar, he could not hear the sound anymore. So what is this? Gopala is not walking. Has he stopped? So to see that, he turned back and the deity became fixed there. The deity stopped walking. Okay. And again the Brahmana, the young boy, went and pleaded the deity, you have come so far, please come into our village, please come inside our village. Gopala said, no, since you have turned back and I cannot move, I'll be here only. Go and bring all the people of your village. Let them see that I have come to bear witness. So then the young man went inside the village, brought the old man, their family members, everybody, and they were all astonished. Deity has come from Vrindavan. Such a big deity has come walking. Now, this is something impossible. So then all of those people who were atheists before, they all started reconsidering their point of view and they begged forgiveness. The old man begged forgiveness. The old man's son, the old man's wife, everybody started begging forgiveness from the young man. You're such a nice devotee. For your sake, the Lord has come from Vrindavan to bear witness. And we are so sorry for, speaking lies with you. Immediately the marriage was arranged and the old man's daughter was given in marriage to the young man in front of the deity of Gopala. So why I told this story is that because the deity will reciprocate with a devotee who has sincere feelings of love and devotion. For those who think that deity is just a stone, it is just wood, the deity will behave like that only. The deity will behave like stone or wood in front of people who have no faith. But in front of those who are, for those who are actually devotees, who have pure feelings of love and devotion, the deity will speak. There are so many instances where the acharyas have spoken to the deities, pure devotees have spoken, they have reciprocated with the deities. So here in this line, Vapuhu means the form of the Lord. Form of the Lord is reality, it is not material, it is all spiritual. And here Satyavrata Muni is saying, O Natha, O Lord Krishna, may your Gopala Bala Vapuhu, may your beautiful form as a childhood cowherd boy, young cowherd boy, this form should remain within my heart forever. This is the Varadana that I'm asking you. I don't want any other Varadana. This beautiful spiritual form of yours should always manifest within my heart. Please bless me in that way. So, this is the prayer that Satyavrata Muni is offering in this line of the Damodara Ashtaka. I don't want anybody other than you, O Gopala. I want only you, O Gopala. Yesterday we heard how Arjuna chose Krishna, not the Narayani Sena. So Krishna gave away himself to Arjuna and he became the chariot driver for Arjuna. So if we choose Krishna always in our life, we have faith in the Lord, in his form, in his name, in his leelas. We meditate upon these forms, these things of the Lord, connected with the Lord, we become purified. And then at a certain stage of purity, the Lord will reveal himself to us. So this is a very beautiful line. O Gopala Bala, O cowherd boy, Krishna, always be manifest within my heart. We should also pray to the Lord in this way when we are offering ghee lamp to the Lord during this auspicious Kartik month. Now, let us call the Lord to come and reside in our heart by chanting his holy names. Please join me for chanting the Hare Krishna mantra for 1 minute. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you so much for joining today's session. Anyone has any queries, any comments, please unmute yourself and feel free to speak out.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Rahul, how are you?
Yeah, I am good, Prabhu. So I have one question, Prabhu. So you told that there is a authorized process by which we can make metal, stones, and even like material things where the God can come and he can
Sorry.
reside in. So so unless we do that, so can we say like only like the temples or when we do puja at home or we bring some deity at home, so they are not authorized unless we perform as per the scriptures, those uh, those ways or like we do those pujas on them, or is like only few temples, or where this has actually happened, only they are authorized and not the ones whom we bring at home, they are not authorized? Is it like that?
Okay, good question. It is not like that. In the temple, for the temple worship, there are certain standards prescribed in the scriptures called Agama Shastras and Pancharatrika Vidhi. There are certain rules and regulations given in the scriptures which have to be followed in the temple, because temple, it is not meant for a private worship, not just one person coming. It is for everybody, and anybody can come there and worship the Lord. It is like a place where everybody can come and derive the benefit of having association with God, having darshan of God. So very high standards of worship have to be maintained. So therefore, these rituals are recommended in the scriptures, where the deity, after it is being carved. Recently, we know that the Ram Mandir was inaugurated in Ayodhya. The deity was installed. And if you had followed the news very closely, there were many rituals that were associated with that deity. Once the deity was carved, after that, the deity has to go through certain rituals have to be performed so that the Lord should be invoked to come and reside in that deity. So, like Dhanadivasa, Jaladivasa, like this, there are some rituals that were performed. These are all authorized in the scriptures. So, but the form of God which we are worshipping at our homes, we may not be doing all those elaborate rituals, right? But the point is, we must worship a form of God which is carved, which is made as per the descriptions given in the scriptures. That is important. I cannot make my own form. I cannot, nowadays there are many tools. You can do 3D printing also. You cannot imagine your own form and print a form of God in 3D and say this is form of God. No, it has to be as per the descriptions in the scriptures. So in your house, if you are worshipping, let's say, a form of Jagannath, it is an authorized form, or form of Radha Krishna, it is an authorized form. If you're worshipping the form of Nitai Gauranga or Tirupati Balaji, or if you're worshipping such forms which are all already recommended in the scriptures, then you can continue to worship. They are as good as the Lord. Okay. But in the temple, very high standards of rituals are prescribed, which everyone may not be able to follow in their place due to so many reasons. But one simple thing is, if you're getting any deity, it is recommended that every house should have a deity of Krishna in their house and they should worship. What happens is, your house, if the deity, if the Lord enters your house, then your house becomes as good as Vaikuntha, as good as the spiritual world. And uh, when we have deity in the house, it is like the deity Krishna is the proprietor of your house. Every activity that you do in your house is meant for his service. If you're cooking for the Lord. You're not cooking for yourself, because the Lord is present in my house. For him I am cooking. And after offering the foodstuffs to Krishna, I will accept prasad. This is the understanding. Why I have to clean my house? Because Lord is present. This is Lord's house. Therefore, I have to clean my house. So all our activities will get a spiritual touch in that way. You're cleaning the house, it becomes spiritual because it is the Lord's house. You're cooking, it is also spiritualized because you're cooking for the Lord. You're shopping something, you're getting grains, you're getting groceries, all that. You're shopping for the Lord. In this way, by having the deity of the Lord at home and nicely taking care of the deity every day, by dressing him, by doing arati, by doing offering of food, your whole consciousness will change. Your house will become spiritual world, Vaikuntha. That is the recommendation in the scriptures. So, simple ritual that you can do whenever you're bringing deity to the house. First thing that you can do is, you can do a simple abhishek with water and milk, simple. and request the Lord to reside in your house. And then dress the Lord, do nice arati. That is sufficient as far as worshipping the Lord at home is concerned. So hope that answers your question.
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. Is there any other question anybody wants to ask or say something? So I hope you all like the story of Sakshi Gopal. This story reinforces faith in the Lord, how the Lord actually reciprocates with his devotees who are sincere. There are many, many stories like that where the deities have reciprocated with genuine devotees. We will share maybe in more sessions to come. We will talk about it. So, all of you who like the story of Sakshi Gopal, can you please like or show your heart for this Sakshi Gopal? Okay, thank you. This way, I just want to know that you're all active in the session, at least when I see the emoji. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Prabhu, just one
Yes.
comment.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Prabhu, is there any other meaning other than general meaning for Gopala, that is tender of, is protector of cows? Like we say Bal Gopal,
Yeah.
and here in the song also it comes. So does it refer to Krishna who is taking care of cows? Because here it's Bal. Maybe he's not. He has not grown up still to take care of cows. So, what is the intention in which he is saying Bal Gopal?
Yeah, good. So Gopal means because he appeared in a cowherd community. So he accepted Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda Mai, who were part of the cowherd community. Therefore, he is a Gopal. But the word Gopal has got many other meanings also. Go not only means cows, go also means the senses. He is called Gopala because he protects the senses of his devotees from straying away, from getting allured to material objects. That is why he's called Gopala. Another meaning of the word go is land. He is the Palaka. Palaka means he is the caretaker. He is the protector of the entire creation. Therefore, he's called Gopala. And there are many other names associated with Gopal, like Venu Gopala. You might have heard about this. Venu Gopal, one who plays flute and who takes care of the cows. He's Venu Gopala. Laddu Gopal, as you said, it is a very special form of the Lord in his infant form, which especially in North India, this Laddu Gopal is worshipped very nicely. So, Gopal means the protector of the cows. Gopal also means protector of the senses of his devotees. That means if we engage our senses in the Lord's service, the Lord will ensure that our senses don't get attracted to something mundane, something material. He will protect us from going astray. And he's also the protector of the land and the entire creation. Therefore, he's called Gopal. Very good question. Hope that answers your question.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's almost 10 o'clock today. So I hope you're all liking the everyday Damodara Meditations session. I request you to please invite your friends. They may not be part of folk, but they can also be invited to come and participate in these 9:15 p.m. sessions every day. So today was day 13 of this session. So we have another 17 more days. Every day during the auspicious Kartik month, we shall be discussing from the Damodara Ashtaka. And also the students of Indian Institute of Science who are participating, I request you to please also invite your fellow students to come and participate so that we can have more people getting benefit from these sessions. Thank you very much. Shri Kartika Deepotsav Maha Mahotsav ki jai. Shri Radha Damodar ki jai. Vishwa Guru Srila
Jai.
Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Jai. Hare Krishna.